Yeah.
Hello, hello. I think we're here. I think we did it. We're back again. You never thought this would happen. And we're looking so much better than we were before. Now we're just double
Oh,
checking. We're up to
yeah.
making sure everything. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh
It's
my
been
God.
a long awaited wait. And you're not back at the next same show. This is a whole new show. Everything is new. Everything is exciting. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening, guys. But welcome to Jokingly Serious,
The show where we get serious and stay silly.
Yes, so it's happening here. Butt sex is officially canceled.
Gone.
It's over. You know, I think it was one of those shows where it's like we had fun. I had a good time. It was like a good first step for us, but it was too much.
Yeah. It was too planned for us and who we are as people, and we're just not about that life.
No, and quite frankly, too, it was just like too much research, too much sitting down. I had way too much stuff going on at the time. You had way too much stuff going on at the time. It was just not a good mental spot to sit down and research how much we needed to.
Yeah.
In order to do a good show.
Because we want to give you guys the best content, but we had other things we had to deal with. So, also, before we super get into it, I'm sure people have noticed I have a little bit of a lisp. That can segue us here into where we've been, what we've been doing. So 2 days ago, I decided I was going to get my tongue pierced.
Yeah, it was super exciting.
I am speaking a lot more clearly than I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly, there's a new piercing. We are back in our gray hair era. That's so really you can tell I'm not well mentally. I'm extremely mentally ill, actually.
Here, we're also still trying to play with everything and figure out how it goes. I think you need to speak a little closer to the mic. You're just sounding a little far away.
Gotta speak closer.
Yes, that sounds good. You know, this is all so much, and you know, we want it to be good, and if we're coming back with something different, it's got to be better. If you're watching on YouTube, you would know from Butt Sex, we were having a little trouble with the video quality. It was not looking too good, but now look at us. I feel like we look crisp, we look clean. We're here. We're moving freely and swimmingly.
We're doing the thing.
And what have we been up to? Like, what's been happening? Because it's been like 2 years. I'm not kidding when I say it's been a minute since it's
been I think close to a year since the last time we recorded. Well, no, because we did do it in January, right?
No.
Because I got married.
No. I don't think we were doing. I think we had pretty much like kind of canceled.
Oh.
Not like we were canceling, but like what would happen would be is like, okay, we're going to go. And then it'd be like, okay, well, I have this going on, so I'll do it next week. And then it's like, okay, well, like I'm having a really shitty week, so then I'll go next week, and then this, and then that, and then this, and that, and then boom.
And boom. And now here we are. A lot has happened in this almost year. I'm married now. I love my husband very much. Our wedding was kind of rough. The day itself was a little bit wonky donkey. But we made it. I just got out of a polyamorous relationship.
How was that?
It was good. It was good, but then I became too mentally ill. That is to say, I got a re-diagnosis, and it's one that I don't fully understand, that I'm trying to understand. I'm gonna go therapy for it, so we'll get into what kind of a mess my brain is a little bit later.
Well, that'll be kind of fun too, because as you're starting therapy, we're starting this can be kind of used as a little bit of like a video.
Exactly what I
diary
thought.
For you.
A little video diary for me to look back on while I'm going through this process, and I can see my growth on camera and off camera. And I just think that's neat and exciting.
Yes. Damn, you know, and what I really should have done, I feel like I could probably pull it up somewhere. Let's see, because I want to know exactly when the last episode that we wrote and
Was.
recorded.
Yeah.
Here, let's see here, because I have February 20th.
February. Yeah. Yeah. So,
in
I was
February.
married at that point then.
Yeah, so we have been doing it first.
Okay.
So, no, we're almost on a year.
Almost.
Since...
Yeah, it's only 8 months. 8-9 months.
God, so in those 8-9 months, let me tell you, in February, I was working at Amazon. And fuck you, Jeff Bezos. Working at Amazon is the worst. And it's also because Daddy Bezos, he knows what he's doing and he's not stupid. So he knows that he can control all the delivery drivers. So what are you going to do? You're going to third party send that shit out. Because now, let's say you have a problem with Amazon and deliveries and all that shit. Well, you're not suing Amazon anymore. You're now suing this third party company that they've hired to deliver their packages.
Yeah.
So it's all smart. It's all this weird fucking fuck shit. But I had got hired as a delivery driver through a third party company. It was really, honestly, not bad. Like, the pay definitely needed to be better. It was like shit pay. But for what I was looking for at the time, it was there. I wanted something different.
Yeah.
And I got in there and it was fun. Like, I used it kind of as like a side quest. That's what I felt. I didn't felt like a job. I felt like I was kind of doing
Side
something
questing,
random
yeah.
and then getting paid to do it. So I did it for the winter months, like February, March. What was it? I think like January, February, March, April, like 4 months. That's all. It was like once it started getting hot, dude, it's not worth it. But like this job, it was just so shit. And it like, you're by yourself for 10 hours of the day, which at first sounds nice. It's cool. But then like, I feel like I forgot how to interact with humans. Like, I was just so used to like waking up by myself, going to work, being at work by myself, coming home, eating dinner, like going to bed by myself. Like, I was just by myself all the time, which was not good. No, and then I didn't have money to go out or go like hang out with anybody. So like I couldn't go do anything. So I was already like rut and depressed and sad. So it was just like not a good thing. Yeah. So the minute it got hot, I kind of like looked into it and I realized like everybody from this Amazon job are quitting. Really, really high turnover. But like FedEx, UPS, all these other delivery like places, they've have drivers that have been there for like 20 years. Like this is like a career for them. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Well, their whole thing was just like, oh, well, yeah, it's a high turnover job. Like it is what it is. And I'm like, no, the fuck it isn't. You pay your employees well, you treat them right, and then they will stay and they'll like be there. I just did a good job. I was at the top of the leaderboard right away. And so I didn't have anything to work towards. So I was like, this place fucking sucks. I'm not making money. I was like, what is the pay rate? Like, what's the raising? Like, are you getting raises? How are the raises going? Like, I came out here like #1 driver and I've been killing it for like months. Like, what do I get? And he's like, oh yeah, after a year, you get $1 raise. And I was like, that's not good.
No.
And he's like, yeah. And I was like, bro, with inflation and shit. And I was like, and that's it. Like, I don't have, like, there's no any other incentives. You could possibly win a $5 gift card to Starbucks. But it's $5. It doesn't even cover a drink.
That's going to get you a single hot chocolate.
You're going to get a sip of coffee.
You'll get one regular black hot coffee. And that's it.
So that job was super shit. And I got really, really, like, in on myself, and I wasn't doing anything, and I had no motivation to go. I had no money. I had just crashed my car. It was an issue with the car. That's all that needs to be said. So now here we are, and I was just in a rut, and my friend got me a new job that I'm at now. So that really helped. Way better pay, way better hours, back into what I would like to do. And then my life's been on the upspring. I've actually like put myself on a better schedule. I've like cut back on all the stuff that I shouldn't be doing. I stopped vaping, which has been really good. Yeah, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was. I don't know if I'm just so fucking amazing, but I was actually really proud of myself. It was super easy. It's definitely still in the back of my head where I'm like, I want to hit a vape. At any moment, I'm willing to give up and go buy a vape.
Here's the thing. So a lot has happened with me since February. We had met our previous partners. We were together since April, like officially since April, and then...
And now I'm smoking the Mary Jane only.
And then I had a mental health crisis. Like, I don't know what the hell happened, but something was wrong. And I went and told my regular psych about it, and she was like, yeah, that sounds like it could be BPD, but I'm not sure. So I went to another place that's online. It's called Denova. They take most major insurances, including Access, if you live in the state of Arizona, which is amazing. So I'm getting all of these services for free.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I know. And I was talking to the lady. I was letting her know kind of what my symptoms are, like whenever I have like an episode or an outburst, like what that looks like, what it sounds like, what it does to those around me. And she very confidently let me know that I did in fact have BPD. If you don't know what BPD is, it stands for Best Pussy Disorder. No, I'm kidding.
And that's on what?
Well, because I have to have that gorilla grip. Because I got to grip onto them to keep them from running away from me.
You have to keep in an exact 145-degree puss.
Yeah, because I have attachment issues. So if I gorilla grip hard enough, they can't like leave, right? That's how that works.
What was that movie called? Teeth.
That's
with the
that's basically
vagina
what's
and the
happening.
teeth.
Yeah. No. So borderline personality disorder is just that. It is a personality disorder. And it stems from trauma, various types and kinds of trauma. But it is a nightmare in my head. It's the best way I can describe it is like the movie Inside Out, but all of the settings are turned all the way up and they're smacking it with a hammer.
Oh God.
And then my voice of reason they have like tied to a chair in the corner. Like he's screaming not to do that because it's bad.
It's turned into like fucking the UFC.
Yeah, and then this is essentially what happens, right? Right. Pretend I'm lighting a fire.
Fire lit. All right. Now we're moving it.
Oh my God, how did that happen? That's literally what it's like. It's like I'm aware that I set the fire. I'm aware that I started the fire. Where did the lighter come from? How did I get there?
Now that's
a good one. It's very confusing, and I don't feel... I don't know. It's hard to know who I am sometimes because I take in the personalities around me to fit in so they won't try to leave. And then it doesn't work because I have outbursts.
Because then you're
push
not...
people away because I'm subconsciously testing them. And this isn't something that I mean to do. Like, I don't want to, trust me, as much as you think, oh man, they shouldn't be like this, I don't want to be like this. It's a nightmare in there. But it's something that I have, and it's something that I am coming to terms with, and it's something that I am getting the necessary help for. Did I unfortunately have to hit a form of rock bottom to do it? Yeah, and that sucks, but it's my own doing. So I've made my bed. I have to lie in it and get the help I need to get. So that way everything's Gucci in my personal life.
Gucci gone Tucci. Well, listen, so I feel like it's like not, it's a shitty thing, but I'm like, that's such a not uncommon thing of having to hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
Like, we as humans do not want to be told what to do, especially if by someone who's literally been on the same track and watches it. Is like, be like, hey, don't go down that road, you'll like get yourself hurt.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna turn and be like, fuck you, I'm going down that road myself. I want to go see.
Yeah.
And so we unfortunately have to get to a point where like ourselves we have to realize. But it's good that you've got to that point where now you've realized, and now you're taking the steps personally to help yourself get to a better point in your life, to at least know like, hey, now I am aware of the situation that I'm in. I know what I have to work towards to making my situation better. And you just go from there. Like, it's not, nothing has to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect
No,
right
we're
away.
humans. We're not built to be perfect. And I am taking the reins on it. And was I a toxic person? Did I unfortunately hurt people around me that I very much love and care about? Yeah, I did. I do. And it's not something I want to do. And I just got tired of it. Because it was really hurting my relationships with many people that I love and care about, including you, because I disappeared on you.
Well, and I get it too, because especially as like there's other people around me in my life that do have BPD as well, and so I've seen it. And I mean, I don't know, I just don't. I put a smile on my face, and we pushing through, baby.
Yeah.
We make shit happen because it has to happen, and that's been working so far. So we just keep pushing. But like, I don't know what's happening up here.
Yeah,
And I don't
no,
know. But sometimes every time I hear like you and everybody else talk about it, I'm like, oh, I do that. Oh, I do that. Wow, I've done that.
Yeah.
Like, I've all done that in all my same ways. So I'm like, I don't know, because I never like actually gone and seen someone, but I feel like I can genuinely relate because I do the same thing. It's like all of a sudden if something switches, I see red, and you will not stop until you've destroyed every single relationship and everything around you is burnt to the fucking ground. Like, I get the same way. And then you're sitting down and you're in the crumble and you're like,
how did I get here? You're
yeah,
like, I
and the
know
whole time,
I did.
I'm very
You're like, I
self-aware.
know I did this, but I don't know how we got here to begin with.
I think
Because you know what happens? And here's the reason I'm being so open and honest about this is because BPD has been extremely, extremely stigmatized. Like, people hear
people think
like
it's about a big
I
pussy.
heard BPD and I got scared. Like, it felt like I was almost handed a death sentence. Like, because it's so difficult to manage and live with sometimes. Like, it takes years of therapy to unlearn a lot of behaviors that you're not doing on purpose. It's just how you learn to survive, and now you need to unlearn it to learn how to survive.
Well, because that's a big thing with people who have BPD is you've gone through a sort of traumatic experience to then cause you to have BPD. That's usually how people end up getting it. Because, like, yeah, it's all these coping mechanisms, pretty much is what it is ways that you have learned to survive this really terrible situation that you were in, and now that you're out of it, you still have these.
That's the only thing tendencies. I know how to do, because it's what I had to do.
Yep.
So, I want to be open and honest about it, so that way people understand that they're not alone, and to show you guys kind of my progress as I'm going through it and seeing my ups and downs. We'll be talking about a couple of different ways that I've been taking care of myself and my mental health.
What we can do?
What?
And you know what maybe would be good for you? Only if you feel comfortable. And it could be a whole little segment.
Okay.
If you want to start doing maybe like weekly little clips, like little maybe weekly vlogs, daily check-ins. Just on your personal time.
Yeah.
And then we can compile it together, and then it could be a little segment on the show where we check in. And it's like, what's PJ's week been like?
Yeah, I've
and
kind
you
of
can
done
take us
that
on.
here, actually. So okay, so let's get into this. Let's talk about, obviously, we're extremely mentally ill, and that means sometimes very simple, very easy stuff is very hard. So we have to find ways to essentially trick our little peanut brains into taking care of ourselves. There are a couple of apps that you can download, and I'll get into my super favoriteest one in just a little bit. But this first one I'm going to talk about is called Daylio, Daylio, and it's basically like a little daily journal. Oh, they're having a Black Friday sale.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, by the way. Absolutely not. But see, I can track and document how I'm feeling and what's going on with pictures and like little sentences about how I'm doing. So like you can see like when I first got it, like I'm not well. Like you can like see my progression through being really like, this is when I wasn't eating.
Yeah, you can actually
This
like
is when
you can
I
just
was
see through the
trekking. I was
pictures.
trekking through. I was trying. I started feeling a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better, and then boom, not feeling so hot, feeling anxious, feeling better, not good at all, randomly, and then feeling great. So,
I think too you can tell on what was really just so audio listeners and people can see a big thing in that the dark circles. They were apparent. We got some raccoon eyes at the beginning, and now we're shining through. Like they
you could
are.
see how because
They
I
were
was
dark.
I was just consistently crying. I was sleeping all day. I wasn't eating. Like I had to force myself to eat, and even then I would throw up out of just sheer anxiety, guilt, depression. Like it was just like a giant wave that hit me, and so my tummy was hurt. Like my tummy was so upset. And I've already been having some issues before all this started to happen. Like I started realizing that like, you know, maybe my tum tum wasn't doing too hot anymore in my mid-20s. And then I just got I was so stressed out, and I was getting physically ill.
Okay, that is one thing. Let me tell you, kind of subway off of that a little bit. Growing up and realizing you cannot eat the same shit that you used to eat anymore is the hardest thing that I think I've ever done in my entire life. And I refuse to change. I will still eat the fucking nachos. I will still eat the cheese. I will still eat the hot Cheetos. I will still eat the Takis. And I will curse my fucking self in the morning when I'm shitting and my asshole is on fucking fire and I have to shit for an hour. It hurts. I'm like literally ripping clothes off. Like people know what I'm talking about. Like ripping clothes off.
You are naked on the toilet. You are sweating. Your leg is like bouncing. You're like, is this gonna stop anytime soon? Like you're gonna need a wet wipe or a bidet at that point. I have one. I got some wet wipes the other day.
I bought. So let me tell you, there's this amazing thing. There's this like new, it's not new anymore, but like the concept of the bins, you know what it is, right?
Yeah,
the bins. I keep telling people, and a lot of people don't know what it is, so I'm like, just in case you don't know what it is, there's these storefronts that people go and they own and they buy pallets of like overstock from Target, Amazon return, Walmart return, like overstock, all this extra shit, cheap, and they take it and they chuck it into these giant bins, and then we as the people, we go on certain days, so they refill it on Thursday. Now on Friday it's like $20. Anything you find in these bins, $20. And they've got good shit, like you can find $60, $70, $80 items, $20. And then the next day it's like 15, then the next day it's 10, and then after that it's like 5, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, because as you go on, literally by Monday, Tuesday, all the good big items are gone. But I went on a $5 day. I have a clock in my bathroom. That's a really nice clock that they're selling at Target right now for $35. I got for $5. I got the bidet that was overstock. That's a $25 bidet. I got for $5. I got in my bed set, which is really nice. It's like a crushed, it's a crushed velvet quilt. They still sell them at Target. They just don't sell this color anymore at Target. They sell them for like $80. I got that for $40.
Oh my god.
Like this place is the shit. It's got everything. They got the bedding, they got fucking air fryers, they got all this stuff, like $200 air fryers for $100. Like all this good shit. And I love going there.
Where I need to shop when I inevitably get my own apartment.
100%. You go through, and most of them too, they do have like, they'll have the bin section, and then they have like furniture section, because they always get all like overstock furniture. So you can get like, usually it's like chairs. Yep. You can get like chairs, bar stools, cute little things. And I've just been on a hit with thrift stores too lately.
Yeah, thrifting is fun. It's cheap.
You have to too. Like now, I'm not spending $40 on a fucking t-shirt. You can fuck off.
I got a pair of boots at the Goodwill for $2.
I go to
$2.
I go to this Mormon thrift store. And
is it the Desert Industries?
Yeah, it's called Desert Industries, and it's one of the best like thrift stores I like, because they have such a good system with how they keep everything. It's super clean in there, and it's no taxes. So it's like $6 shirt, $6 you're paying out.
I hate to say this though, because I've been to Odessa Industries. The clothes that they have for fat women, not it.
Is it against the Mormon religion to be fat or something?
It's not the vibes. Well, it's just because they're one of those places that like they hear, oh, a fat person needs something. Let's stick them in a baggy floral,
a neck to ankle gown,
neck to ankle like non-fitted poofy gown. like you're joking, and like the shorts come to the knee.
You got like little poofy shoulders,
and that's just a problem that I have in general. Like if I want shorty shorts, I'm gonna have to deep dive on the internet or do things like fast fashion, which are not good.
That's where like I teeter on the line of fast fashion, where the common person who doesn't have a lot of money and they want to look good, like, no, they can't afford to get a whole wardrobe of like $40, $50, $60 things of clothing. I know that you can get a whole new wardrobe of new like clothes that will fit and look nice, and you'll be like dressed to actually your liking and like want to get dressed for $150.
I got my wedding dress off of Shein.
Like,
I don't give a fuck. Like, and it's so pretty.
It's just...
And you never would have guessed I got it for $25.
Literally.
That included shipping, by the way. Like, it's insane. Like, I have it's sitting in my cart right now, I have an entire Glam Rock Chica cosplay ready to be checked out. And some stuff for Amethyst, too.
Yeah.
I'm autistic.
Should celebrities that make millions and millions of dollars and can actually afford to dress and buy whatever they want, buy Shein and all this fast fashion stuff that they're just going to throw away right after an ad? No. This
is for people like me,
us who sit here and like just
working
have a job,
their asses off, trying so hard. Oh, that's another thing. I'm back behind the chair, baby. I'm doing hair again. But where I'm currently at, I'm not making as much money as I potentially could, just because of how everything's panned out work-wise.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we're still starting now, but so, like, even still, it's like...
I can't afford a $50 pair of jeans. You can get wrecked.
Hell no.
I'm gonna go on Shein and I'm gonna find the pair that's $10 on sale.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I want to look cool. I want to dress nice. I want to be fashionable. I can't afford fucking $60 jeans. No. But I can go on Shein and buy a whole new wardrobe
for $60.
Yeah.
Like
$300.
It's insane.
It ain't nothing. So listen, you just got to depend on who you are and see where you're at. We're not all the same place, but we all want to fit in. Okay?
Yeah. But and so that's why we're doing this, because we're going to get serious sometimes, but we're going to stay silly, because if we don't laugh, we'll cry. Like, you have to, sometimes it's okay to make light of things that are bothering you, because it's a coping mechanism, and as long as it's not hurting anybody, what am I doing? Roasting myself?
That's it.
I do that every day. My husband does that every day. My mom, she roasts me on the regular. Damn.
But I mean, yeah, like, we're living in such a shitty world right now where everything costs so much money. People need to look good. People need to do things for cheap. I also, too, it's like now...
Taco Bell raised their prices. That's how you know shit's fucked.
It's really fucked up.
The cheesy roll-up is now $1.50. I'm not paying $1.50 for a fucking cheesy roll-up. You can get wrecked with that shit. And they got rid of my $5 classic cravings box.
That one was what I really liked. I always got that. I don't eat at Taco Bell anymore because...
That was my favorite. They have it in the app, kind of, but it's more expensive.
It's not the same.
It's not the same. And, like, you can make it the same, but it's just going to be more expensive. I'm like, stop. Jack in the Box, too. Jack in the Box, they're like, value menu chicken sandwich used to be $1. What do you mean it's like $3?
No,
That's not okay. And there's no reason a McChicken... or a cheeseburger from McDonald's should be over $1. They're trying to get you to pay like almost $3 for a single cheeseburger from the McDonald's. We've all seen a McDonald's cheeseburger. The point is, life's rough, shit sucks, and we're here to try to laugh our way through it, maybe make the place a little bit brighter, a little bit better, while we're also making ourselves brighter and better as
Right.
people.
So, girl, I'm trying to talk into the show. You keep going back to like just introducing the show. I've been like, I'm sorry. I've been trying to like nonchalantly try to be like, okay, so yeah, let's start talking about living life and things are expensive. And then you're like, yeah, and then that's what we're talking about. And I'm like, stop introducing the show. We're 30 minutes in. We've been introduced the show.
Well, we both have ADHD, and
I was
we were both going on rants, babe. We were both doing it, babe. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like this is my fault. You did the same shit. You sat here for a solid like 4.5, 5 minutes just talking about the fucking bins.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Now we're done. Now we're talking. Now we're in the show.
Okay. We're in the show. Great segue, by the way.
I was just like, I know if I don't say anything, we're gonna be an hour in, and she's gonna be like, and then we're just so silly, and we're just gonna be so jokey.
Listen, we had to make up for like the last 9 months. I could have grown a human in that time. I didn't. Just so we're clear. But, we had to make up for lost time. But anyways, let's get into it.
Oh, shit. We're frozen.
No!
Please hold. Please entertain. Oh, man. It's always something, dude.
There's always something in here, dude. There's always got to be something. What happened? Did you get a phone call?
Yeah.
That's why you gotta put on Do Not Disturb.
I know. I didn't think about it.
Okay, well, sorry for the testicle difficulties.
The testicle.
Cody.
Look at my really cool shirt. She said I look like a Muppet.
This looks like something Bert and Ernie would wear. This is Ernie's shirt. You got a rubber ducky?
I wish.
Muppet's my gender, by the way.
Oh, so,
You wanted to start?
I forgot what I was going to say.
You wanted to start the show.
Oh, yeah, no. I want to talk about, because I wanted to, like, go into the whole, like, listen, the world that we're living in now, it's so fucking hustle. You gotta fucking, like...
Chill.
No, you got... Yes.
Take a chill pill.
But you can't just have, like, we can't just, like, go to work our one job, and then come home and be fine. And, like, now, like, save money, invest, buy a house, do all that shit now. You have to, like, have your job. Then you have to have your side hustle. Then you got to be fucking doing, like, this. Then you got to be selling fucking t-shirts. Then you got to be fucking making candles over here. And then selling soap over here. And then drop shipping over here. You got to be fucking doing something all the fucking time. And I'm tired.
I'm exhausted, dog.
I don't even want to, like, let me tell you, I love doing this. I love sitting here, talking, having a good time, making some giggles and some jokes, and then, like, getting the fuck out. I hate having to, like, make the TikToks to, like, post for the show, having to promote the show, having to post about the show, having to do all of this extra stuff on it, because, like, that's not the fun part. I don't know. All of this extra, like, social media stuff, like, this is fucking stupid. And it's just like, why can't we just sit here, do our fun little, like, things, and then make enough money and, like, live life? Also, like, that's what's really fucked up is, like, now, like, I'm bar backing, which is, like, not technically a real job to people, but I work 4 days a week. I have enough time to do this, fuck around, do whatever, and I make more money than I did when I was delivering fucking packages, and I'm living my best life.
Hell yeah.
How is that better than the person working in an office at a customer service job for, like, Discover, making fucking $19 an hour, and they want to shoot themselves in the face?
Listen, if you're happy with the job that you have, 10 out of 10. Keep doing it. And if you like the job but not the company, switch companies.
That's a big one too. I feel like a lot of people get stuck there, like, I like my job but I don't want to leave, and it's like, you can go find another show.
Yeah, like, I loved cutting hair. I didn't like working at the Great Clips. I know. Please don't sue us. Just because it was such a go, they were very much, you have to be in and out.
I've heard that. It's like, what, like 7 minutes?
It has to be between 12 and 16 minutes per haircut is what they wanted. So essentially they wanted a 15-minute haircut. So they wanted quantity over quality. So I was doing upwards of 20 haircuts a day sometimes.
Oh, God.
I think the most haircuts I did in a day was 26. And yeah, on average, I would have like 15 to 17 people a day.
How many do you know?
Now it depends on the day, but I can have upwards of like 6 during a shift. And that's with taking them back and shampooing them, cutting their hair, doing the fine detail work, drying them off, styling them out, doing those final touches. And they're still out the door in like an hour.
See, that's where I'm like, I go get my haircut done by this one lady, and she's really good, but she's very like detailed oriented, and it takes about an hour to cut my hair.
That's what a haircut should be. Is at least an hour.
Yeah, it's nice.
Now I have some repeat clients, right? I have some regulars that come in like clockwork at least once a month, if not every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. And so I've gotten familiar with their haircut. You know, they get the same thing over and over. So I'm able to bust it out pretty quick. But I still am now finding ways to take my time, blend a little more, add those fine details, those sharp lines, and just doing the things that I get to create more now.
Well, because I figure it's got to be hard to like lose those habits. Like, especially going from such a strict, like, hey, get the fuck out of here. It doesn't matter about them. Cut their hair, take their money, leave. Yeah. To now you're like, okay, well, it's your craft.
Yeah, I've had several conversations about that with my manager, who is super awesome and cool and sweet, by the way.
They say you like slow down.
Yeah, she's like, I know that you come from, you know, a chop shop, but it's okay to take your time. And I was like, I know, I'm just trying to break that habit. She's like, you will, and I have started to now. So, like I said, like my client that gets like a 3 on the sides and just a trim up top, he takes me like 20 minutes, and he's good with that because he's really much like a very on the go kind of man. He doesn't want to spend an hour in my chair.
Yeah.
But someone else who's getting a major change that loves spending time in my chair. Because there's no such thing as gender in my chair. You are a canvas for me to work on. You are a head that I can cut. And that's it.
I love that because I had my long hair.
You did?
And it got long. Like, before, when we stopped filming the show in February, I think it was
to your shoulders.
Probably to my shoulders. So when I cut it off, it was way past the shoulders. Like, I was rocking to like shoulder blade.
Yeah, you were like down here.
It was getting down. I think it was to my naps.
Almost.
Like, it was long. But I got to the point where it was fucking hot. This summer was the hottest fucking summer I feel like we have ever sat through. But yet they always say it's the coldest one yet. But it was so fucking hot. It was miserable. This was a fucking tangled rat's nest on my head. I was tired of having hair on my face. I was tired of my neck being hot. It just got too much. And then what was the chain of events? No. So ran out of contacts, needed to go get glasses. Got new glasses and new contacts, and then my grandma died.
Oh no.
So then I got my new glasses. I looked at my glasses and I was like, well, now I need change. So then when I got my glasses, I immediately went and just chopped off all my hair. So then I chopped off all my hair and I was like, okay, cool. And then I went and I got my nose pierced, and then that's been fun. And then the following month, I got 16 tattoos. So it's been fun, you know? You say you go through traumatic things, you change everything about yourself.
How many tattoos?
16, but they were all small.
Dude, I only have like 14, and I've been getting tattoos since I was 18.
Okay, well, they're all small, so I've got 10.
But I would count that count that as one whole tattoo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I sat through. But technically, they're individual.
I know, but it's like I don't know.
So I got the fingies.
I feel like that counts as one.
I actually 100% agree with you, but saying I got 7 tattoos versus saying I got 16 is like crazy.
That's fair.
So yeah, I got all my fingers, and then I got like 4 on the side. I went to a tattoo shop. I found a non-profit tattoo shop.
Ooh.
You ever hear about that? That should be a shout out. That needs to be more known. This is really cool, actually. Like, I want to go back. The lady did a really good job. Look at my little sphinx. This guy is fucking cool as hell. And then she did this guy, and then she did this guy, and then she did this guy. Anyways, but no, the tattoo shop itself, it's a non-profit tattoo. I've actually been really impressed with it. They do flash tattoos.
Sheets, yeah.
Like, they'll do like custom tattoos as well. But their big thing is they have hundreds and hundreds of designs of different priced flash tattoos, and they do buy 3 get the 4th one for free, and all of the like extra after all the expenses and everybody's paid, all the revenue goes to this like center they have, I guess, and they do all these things for people. I guess they have like a toy drive for underprivileged kids and like foster kids. They have like food drives for the homeless. They do other stuff. I don't know, man. I can't think of it right now, but they do all this good stuff. And I think it's really interesting because when do you hear a tattoo shop is nonprofit and they have all this really cool stuff?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm down. I'm down to clown. I want to go check it out. I want to go see. So we drove down there. It was in Tucson. So it was like an hour and a half. It was 2 hours away. It was a whole thing. Went over there. I got 4 tattoos and tipped her. It was $160. They turned out fucking amazing. They're some of the like cleanest lines I have on my body.
I was about to say they're crisp.
There's some crisp lines. She looks like she's a robot. I'm so impressed. And it was like so much fun. And I want to go back again because they have this one tattoo. It's like a bigger one, and it's a church on fire. And I want it on my thigh.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
But what was I saying for that?
I don't know. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was just cool.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I also got a new tattoo.
Where?
This one on my arm. This is my. Can
Let me stand up.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. We
These
see
are my
it.
shears.
Look at the shears.
It
is. Hold up. Sheer perfection.
Get out. Get out. Get out. No, but I got my shears for obviously my job, and there's like a little spider web and a little spider friend on it because I'm witchy.
Because you're a little spooky.
It's spooky, and then I have violets on it for my mom because it's her birth flower, and then a rose for my dad because they've been my biggest supporters of my hair journey. Like, I told my parents, I was like, I don't want to go to dental assisting school. I want to do hair, and they were like, okay.
Oh, that's the best too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, no, you could have. Okay, let's say you would have gone to dental assisting school, you would have got a job, you would have got paid well, you would have been there, but you would have been fucking miserable. And then 20 years later, you'd been sitting there and you'd been like, wow, I love this really fucking boring, shitty life where, like, sure, technically you're fine, but you have all this regret. You would sit there and be like, wow, what if, like, that was the dream. And it's just like, we don't need that in life. Like, please take all the opportunities, all of the chances, because fucking A, like, you can't go back.
And the chances I took are paying off now in my career. So we're going places.
Right.
We're not quite there where we wanted to be, but we're getting there.
It's one of those shitty things where it's like, and everyone says it too, is for reals, like, social media and everybody, like, it just shows success and everyone's success right away, because that's all that people want to see. Is people don't want to see like the struggle. They want to be like, oh my god, they want to romanticize, they want to fantasize, they want to pretend to be you, they want you either want to be you or fuck you, like, it's one of the two. That's a reason why people are like watching, and they don't want to watch that come up. They just want to fantasize. And so it's hard to start something and not instantly have it be gratification. Like, even with this, like, it's so hard to put money into this and then like want it to look nice and like put effort into it when I know like what 10 people or 20 people are going to listen to it.
Yeah.
But that's not what, like, you have to like not think about that. Like, a big reason, and I think I've said it a couple of times in other like episodes and other shows, but like a big reason why I like to do this is because one, it's fun. Like I like doing the whole production of everything, but I want to be able to go back and see what we and all of my other friends are talking about, and like what we were thinking was funny and what we thought were stupid, or what we were dressing like and what we thought was like going to be interesting. That's why I want it. And I at least want to say that I tried. And I just want to have fun. Like, that's the sole reason why I'm doing this.
That's why we're doing this show, is because we're getting serious, but we're staying silly. So, segues are cool. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Yes, Thanksgiving. And that's what... we picked a really good time, you know. Maybe we need the Thanksgiving luck, but Thanksgiving is coming up this week. It is Thursday.
It is. It's gonna be on Thursday. We're recording this on Monday.
I don't know. I like Thanksgiving because it's food, but like, is it really we have a lot of things we should be thankful for, and I have a lot of things I am going to be thankful for, but we put the holiday actually under a microscope, and we all know.
Let's not forget that Thanksgiving is about Native American genocide. I just thought you all should know before we go talking about our favorite food dishes and which aunt we hate the most. We shouldn't be celebrating this holiday, but we have since commercialized it and set it to be more about being thankful for what we do have. Which is kind of cruel and ironic, considering that that's what they were trying to do, and then they all got murdered.
Well, and here's my thing. That's life. If we're gonna modernize this holiday and be just thankful and appreciative, we could have changed it from fucking turkey to anything better. Literally, anything not short dry.
Ribs. Brisket.
Could you imagine, bro? Like, it's Thanksgiving and everyone's fucking smoking briskets.
No, dude, my dad does. He makes short ribs for Thanksgiving / my birthday. Because my birthday's around Thanksgiving.
I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he was saying, he's an older guy. He was like, nah, dude, I'm fucking done with turkeys. Like, it's annoying to cook. It's too much. I'm doing steaks.
Yeah.
He's cooking up some steaks. He's like, it's actually a lot cheaper. It's going to take 40 minutes to cook dinner, and it's going to be nice. And I was like, that sounds so awesome.
I can't remember.
That's what I want.
I can't remember the last time I actually had turkey for Thanksgiving, because we've just been having like short ribs or prime rib or ham, honey ham. But I don't,
honey ham from the Honey Baked Ham store.
Yeah, but then Grandma has to add stuff to it to make it extra special. But no,
I will say it's been tradition in my family where we do the whole bird the night before, and then we put it in the microwave.
Put it in the microwave? That's gonna take forever, Cody.
Girl, you eat that and you immediately have radiation poison.
And someone else.
Chernobyl who?
Oh, but it's a BOGO.
God. No, you put it in the oven the whole night, so when you wake up in the morning for Thanksgiving, the whole house smells like Thanksgiving. The whole house smells like turkey. It smells so good. And then we would always put it on the oven. So then, like, while we're getting ready and we're getting dressed to go to everybody else's Thanksgiving, you take a fork and you just eat at the asshole, and you stuff the bird with stuffing. So we're just like eating.
Being stuffed.
So did the bird.
That's something that me and a turkey have in common.
Are you my turkey this year?
I am your turkey this year.
But we wrote a list of things. Oh, wait, sorry. I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh, sorry. My family traditions have changed. It used to be we would go over to my Aunt Jan's. Everybody, me, all my cousins, we'd go to my Aunt Jan's. There'd be turkey, there'd be ham, the potatoes. My mission was the snack bar that my aunt would set up, because she would put black olives, chips, candies, and my all-time favorite, she got green olives that were stuffed with garlic and jalapeno.
No.
Oh
no, bro!
Boy, I fucked that shit up. I would be over by the olives. I'd fill up on olives, man.
Olives are fucking
and
gross.
Rolls. Olives.
No, I like me a good roll.
No, because you take the green olive and you put it on your finky, and you're like, I'm an alien.
Yeah, well, fucking witch, and then you feed it to the dog.
No, me. You You ate it off your finger.
You're like, and my name is Dog.
My name is Dog. That's a bitch to you.
Use my government name.
Canine? How much is that canine American in the window? Anyways.
What are... What is you?
I'm mentally ill. Anyway.
Tell me what you're thankful for.
This person. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on one. No, I'm very, very, very thankful for my support system, my parents.
Wait, stop. We're gonna redo this. Pretend that you've just won the Grammy, and you're going up for your acceptance speech.
Oh, okay.
But now you have to thank and tell us what you're thankful for
in
the format of getting an award and doing it as an acceptance speech.
Okay. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. I never thought I'd be here. I just want to start off first by thanking my wonderful parents for giving me life that I did not ask for, and now I have to pay taxes. I don't like that. My husband, he's phenomenal. He puts up with all of my bullshit. I don't know how he does it. Thank you, honey. Weed, this could not be possible without the use of heavy marijuana. The TV that I got set up in my room again, courtesy of my husband's best friend, because now I can binge watch all of my shows. My job, I wouldn't be here accepting this award without my lovely job. Everybody I've worked with is so wonderful and amazing. And finally, I would like to thank the people for the Finch app, the creators of the Finch app. It is like a Tamagotchi for your mental health, and it's kept me going. Thank you.
Woo! Happy Thanksgiving. That was amazing.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
All right. That was good.
Yeah.
What am I thankful for?
What are you thankful for?
It's hard to top that one. I start singing.
It's hard to top that one. I've never heard that before.
I'm just picky, okay?
I'm not.
It's not that I'm picky, I'm lazy. I just don't want to get ready.
My standards.
Are you worth it enough for me to get
my standards?
my asshole cleaned out for you? I'm going to take 40 minutes in the bathroom to clean my asshole out. Are you really worth it? No, for 5 minutes and then me to go home. It's not.
Listen, my standards were down in hell a few years ago, right? And then they shot up here recently through the heavens. And then I fumbled.
Man, we lost a good one that day.
We lost.
We lost a good one.
Probably one of the best things that'll ever happen to me.
You can't say where the road goes.
Everybody hurts.
Oh God, no. We're not going down that one. No, I actually...
What are you thankful for, Cody?
I think the same way I am thankful for my job. I think for the first time I actually am. I think now it's because I'm old enough to realize, like, hey, I have a good job. Because now I've been around and I've tried different jobs. So I am very grateful for my job. I'm very grateful for my coworkers. Same thing for you. I'm going to steal that one. My friends. Like, I feel like I've gotten a really good support system around me, and it brought in some really good people. Very happy for my friends. How do you have sympathy for others? Have you seen that episode of Beverly Hills?
No.
I'll talk to you later. No, I'm very happy. Thankful for my pets, my mom, my family. I can do those typical bullshits. Money. My job has brought me a lot of money. A lot of at least decent money. Now I have like actually spending money. So like that's been fun. I'm thankful for Vegas because I'm going.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going in December. So I'm super excited.
You got the hotel the other day.
Yeah, that was stressful.
That was so stressful. It was like midnight.
It's midnight. Yeah, it's midnight. And I've been looking for rooms in a hotel because apparently I'm going to Vegas the most and busiest weekend there is, because typically you get a room in Vegas for like $20. All of them are like $200 a night. So it's stupid. So my theory is if it's going to be expensive, make it nice. Like if it's already all going to be expensive, it might as well be nice. So we could spend $850 to stay at the Flamingo or like the Pyramid, the Luxor. Or we could spend like an extra $50 and stay in this really nice hotel that's off of like the strip, just like a little bit. It's just like connected. It's one of those like hotels that's connected to one of the big hotels, and it's like the fancy ones. So that was like 50 extra bucks. I'm very excited. I don't know, man. It's not like I'm thankful for everything. Like I'm thankful for the sun shining. I'm thankful that like I've gotten myself into a spot where like I'm running a marathon, and I'm thankful that like I've gotten my motivation back. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah. See, I got to just start blabbering. But like, I don't really have a big thing in my life going right now. I'm thankful for this. I'm thankful that like all these things are starting, so I have something to look forward to, because that's a big reason kind of to cut off, but this was like a big point and something I want to kind of hit in future episodes a lot, is we as an adult now, we don't have anybody to make shit happen for us, like holidays right now. Thanksgiving's coming up. It doesn't fucking feel like Thanksgiving's coming on Thursday. Nothing has made it feel like, oh my god, now it's holiday season. Well, now we're adults, and now we don't have our parents that are trying to make these special magical moments happen for us. We have to do that ourselves. And so that's where I think I am now in like my little journey is like, oh shit, now not even just for holidays, but like in everyday life, like if I want to go experience the world, if I want to go on a trip, I have to save, I have to plan it. Like I'm the one who has to like, okay, my parents took us on like a summer trip like every year. Like if I want to go somewhere cool, like I have to initiate that, and I have to save, and I have to do it. So that's where it's like, oh fuck,
I think that's the one thing about being an adult that I would like to like refund, please. Double it and give it to the next person. Actually, everybody. I don't like that. But
that's actually that is my goal this year. One, that's why like I've decided to run a marathon, because I'm like, that's something that I can wake up and like strive towards, and that's a long goal too. Like I'm not gonna go run a marathon tomorrow. I am in no shape to do anything. I haven't ran in years, but at least now I can go. My mom and I are doing a 5K on Thanksgiving, which is very exciting. And then I'm gonna do more 5Ks. I'm gonna do a 10K and then a half marathon, and I'm gonna work my way up to it.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm gonna make it a whole thing. But like I'm working on that. I have a goal where this Christmas I want to make it feel like Christmas for myself. I want to go look at lights. I want to go get hot chocolate. I want to go to zoo lights. I will let myself do those things.
Let's do it. We can make this happen together.
Yeah, like I'm like, because we have to. Like I can sit at home and not watch Christmas movies and not listen to Christmas songs. Like I cannot do anything, and then at Christmas time be like, oh my god, it doesn't feel like Christmas. Or I can put forth some fucking effort to feel some magic in the air, and we can make this fucking Christmas jolly.
But Christmas does not come until after, not just Thanksgiving. Usually I say after Thanksgiving, but no. Because Black Friday also happens to be my birthday. I'm not starting Christmas on my birthday. That doesn't feel right.
You're like, that's not fair to me.
So for me, Christmas starts December 1st. But I agree. Holidays don't feel like holidays anymore, and I think that's just part of apartment. Yeah, I think that's just part of growing up.
Yeah, but that's the big journey I want to take us on. Yeah. I guess on my side is, hey, we're gonna figure out and learn how to make life fun and life worth fucking living, because I am not down to wake up every day, go to fucking work and come home, and wake up every day and go to work and come home, and on the fucking 2-3 days that I have off every single week, sit here and do nothing, or go to the same fucking bar every single day. I'm over it. I'm over sitting at the same bar stool, because that's what I was like. We all know how it is. We didn't start drinking at 21. We've been drinking forever. So now it's like, no, I've legally been drinking since 21. I've been out with the bar with my friends since 18. We've been drinking since high school. I'm fucking tired of it.
I'm currently sober, actually, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If you
That's
need
where
to
like I took a big break.
Yeah, if you need to take a break of some kind, some form of tolerance break, whether that be alcohol, marijuana, other recreational drugs, what have you, do it. Do it if that's gonna help.
Worth it.
If that's gonna help your mental health and not spiral you further, do it. I knew something was wonky when I started drinking more and more because I quit smoking cigarettes, and then I started drinking, and then I quit drinking, and I started binge eating.
It's always
Again,
and that's
so
one thing you've got.
I've had to break that cycle,
you
and
have to watch.
I am 17 days sober of alcohol, and like 12 days sober of binge eating.
Let's go.
Let's go. Just in time for Thanksgiving.
The biggest binge eating day ever.
Well, I did get my tongue pierced, so we'll see how well I can eat. Speaking of eating, Cody,
I'm starving.
I'm also hungry. But what do you go to on Thanksgiving? What are you first putting on your plate?
Oh yeah. Okay, so first of all, listen, lady. So we have 2 Thanksgivings at my house. We have my mom's side and my dad's side. At my dad's side, my grandma makes noodles, and they're like egg noodles. I don't know where they came from. I don't know why they are a Thanksgiving thing, but they are so fucking good. So good. It's just like these noodles in this, like, it's not a sauce either. It's like a broth. Like, it's just noodles, and you throw some salt on it, and it's the best fucking thing in the entire world, and I love them so much. So it's those fucking noodles and some mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. And then I make Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yeah.
Like scratch Cheddar Bay biscuits, and they turn out just like Red Lobster.
I will say.
And those are my favorite.
I love a dinner roll. I love a good dinner roll. Put butter on that shit. Delicious. Make a little sandwich out of it. Fuck yeah. Mashed potatoes. Accurate information. But my grandma's mashed potatoes. Dog.
Different.
Dog. She's given me the recipe so many times, and I've tried to replicate it, and it just never comes out the same. And I genuinely think the thing that is missing is my grandma's love. That's the only thing I can explain. And I was told the other day that she's not making it for Thanksgiving this year. I was like, but it's also my birthday. Doesn't that count for something? And they're like, they're saving it for Christmas. And I was like, I'm gonna cry.
Kind of fucked up.
Because I feel like having my grandma's potatoes would fix all of my life problems right now. That's how good that shit is, dude. I also am a sucker for a sweet potato casserole. I love a sweet potato. Any form of sweet potato. Whether it's a baked sweet potato, if it's potato sweet. I love a sweet potato fry. I get some sweet potato fries.
It's a no for me, dog. I don't like sweet potatoes. They're yuckies.
Love a sweet potato, but specifically sweet potato casserole that has the cinnamon brown sugar mixed in and the marshmallows on top that get all browned in the oven. Oh, bomb. And then you think I'm disgusting and wild because I love the cranberry sauce that comes from a can.
Ew, and not even like the crushed whole. It's like the jelly.
No, it's like the gelatinous kind that comes out in like a hunk. And it's got like the indentations of the can on it.
That looks like refried beans.
And it tastes lightly metallic. That shit's... fuck that. I put that shit on a dinner roll with butter, dude. I'm not even kidding.
Like, it's Thanksgiving. It's the day of home cooked dishes. And you want fucking canned cranberry sauce. Like... My mom, she makes really good cranberry sauce, homemade sauce. She's fucking
sure it's delicious.
And it looks like, I don't even like cranberry sauce, but like it looks good.
You know what it is?
You know what the can looks like? A fucking turd.
It looks delicious.
It looks like the can is taking a turd.
Here's the thing.
You're like Janie and her fucking Subway tuna.
I hate tuna. Anyway, I used to work at a Subway. I know how that shit's done. But no, here's the thing. I think the reason I don't like homemade cranberry sauce is I don't like hot cranberry sauce. Like, your cranberry sauce should not be warm.
Yeah, it should be cooled off in the fridge.
There are some people that eat it warm, and I think those are demons. But second of all, the homemade one is still like really tart and kind of bitter, whereas the one that comes from a can is tart, but it's sweet as hell.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I like it.
No, I will.
I also don't like the texture of the cranberry itself in the sauce.
Oh, like the actual cranberry.
Yeah, I don't like the texture of it. But I like dried cranberries.
I hate
like
cranberries. So I hate cranberry sauce. So that's a you problem, hunty. You enjoy that.
I will take. I've eaten canned cranberry sauce just out of the can out.
Gross.
Like I just be eating that shit. I don't give a fuck.
Well, kind of what we were saying, since your birthday is on Black Friday, like, you fucking hate Black Friday.
I hate Black Friday shopping. Here's the thing. An online Black Friday deal, I will take full advantage of that and Cyber Monday. Dog, that whole weekend, that's the time that you go online with, when I do it, I get my birthday money. And I use my birthday money and I put it towards Black Friday and Cyber Monday savings deals on like clothes, makeup, shoes, wigs. All that bananas, and it's phenomenal. But I will not go out into the world and brace a Walmart on Black Friday. I did that 1 year with my mom, and I had the nastiest panic attack I ever had in my life.
I see. I am the complete opposite. I am missing, like, I'm mad. This fucking Black Friday is so whack as fuck. All of the deals are trash. They're garbage. They're like 10% off, 20% off, 30% off. Like, that's not what Black Friday is. Black Friday is like, get the fuck, get this shit out of my store. Like, take it out of my hands. 80% off, 75% off. Like, this is why we want Black Friday. This is why this is why everyone saves and is ready to spend money on this Friday. And none of these deals are like it. It also, too, is everybody's posting these deals that are like online. And it's like, that's not Black Friday. Cyber Monday is supposed to have all your deals online. And then Black Friday, you're supposed to go to the stores. I want to get in my fucking car after Thanksgiving at like 11 o'clock at night. And I want to drive to a fucking Walmart. I want to get in line. And I want to beat the fuck out of an old lady. I want to fight an old lady for a TV. Like, I want to like be scared that I'm going to get fucking tased or like shanked in the parking lot. Like, that, I want that. I want the chaos. I want people getting trampled. Like, I want people getting suffocated underneath the weight of individuals running over them to try to get the last Xbox. Like, the seriousness of like these deals, and like people need to get this shit. Like, I want it.
That's what happened for Tickle Me Elmo, dude. Like, I shit you not, the Tickle Me Elmos were so popular and they went on sale. People got like seriously injured. I think one lady got actually like trampled to death for trying to get her Tickle Me Elmo. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
I'm ready.
But my mom braved the stores to get me my very own Tickle Me Elmo when I was a baby. So, Mom, thank you for your sacrifice. That was phenomenal. She did that shit. To be fair, she was like 18, 19 years old, so she was very nimble, and she was able to just get her way through that shit, you know? But no, she definitely, I can't, big crowds of people that I don't know in that small of a space terrifies me. Like, I have trouble in Disneyland sometimes, dude, and that's my happy spot, and sometimes I can't stand in the parade.
So wait, do you not like the Thanksgiving parade?
No,
I guess you're not really going to it.
Because I watch that on the TV. Yeah, like, but I'm saying I can like...
But if you, like, let's say you had the option, someone was like, bitch, we're going to the fucking Macy's parade.
No.
You're like, thanks, you can give my ticket to someone else?
Yeah. I'd rather watch it on TV.
You don't want to go see the Rockefellers? Like,
no, because I can watch it on TV for free.
That is true.
And like,
that's my favorite part of Thanksgiving.
And like, I can do it comfortably in my own home, buck-ass naked if I want to, eating my canned cranberry sauce with a spoon.
That's the one thing too, is like, I want money so I can go to New York City during the winter time. Like, I would love to go to the Macy's Day Parade. Like, I would fuck shit up like that. I want to go see New York in Christmas time with the fucking big old tree.
I would like to see that.
That would be fucking... I want to just see New York in general.
I would love to see New York in general. I want to see a Broadway show.
I want to go to the fucking random islands that are out there and see the fucking world. I just want to go places. I just want the money.
We're just poor.
Well, we're just...
And Black Friday doesn't help that because we see these deals
and that's
and we be
my
spending
problem.
all of our money, dog.
I'm supposed to be saving right now. I'm supposed to be paying off my credit cards. I'm supposed to be ready for my trip, and I just keep spending.
Keep spending it on the fast fashion, babe. And fast food, which I haven't been eating a lot of fast food, especially since I got my tongue pierced, because I wasn't eating very much before I got my tongue pierced because it's stressy. But now that I've got it pierced, I can only eat like soup and
Oh, that kind of
smoothies
sucks.
and shit.
At least you did it during like a cold time. Like, could you imagine eating some like hot soup in like the middle of July?
Okay, but here's the thing. Thanksgiving is on Thursday.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to eat my dinner? But here's the thing. I thought...
Does it hurt? Is it like shit getting in it?
It's just... I'm awkwardly aware of my tongue in ways I didn't know I could be aware of my tongue, which is saying something because I'm a lesbian and I'm very aware of what my tongue is capable of. This is new. This is different. I don't know what this is. It literally feels like I'm doing like weight lifts with my tongue. Like I can feel the bar going through. Like I can feel the middle of my tongue. It's weird. And chewing is kind of hard because you don't realize it, but it's really hard to chew when your tongue is swollen because you use your tongue so much for so many things that you are not aware that you use it for until you get it pierced and you feel that it's heavy and swollen. Then you're like, oh God, this actually does a lot for me. It helps you chew. It helps you swallow, talk, sing. Like
No.
I decided to pierce it a week before Thanksgiving, but it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to talk right now. And, like, I just have a weird lisp.
No, it's not even really that bad either. You couldn't even notice.
It's not even that bad because I've been adapting to it. I'm adapting to the hunk of metal that's in my mouth.
I kind of want to get my ears pierced.
You want to get your ears pierced?
Well, because, yeah, I got my nose pierced.
Yeah.
And I'm almost there. So, like, I had my nose pierced on the other side.
Yeah.
And I put a hoop in too early. And it fucked it up. And then I closed.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't put it out. So then I got the side. And now I'm actually going to wait. And I can't put a hoop in until February.
Good.
So I'm going to wait. I'm going to do it. But now I'm like, I can't get my ears
I'm going to stretch my lobes. And then I have more room on my ears for more jewelry.
Oh, they're just fun. It's fun. It's a good fun time.
Also, while we're talking about piercings, and we talked about tattoos earlier, I'm going to say something that was very profound. It was a nugget of wisdom that was given to me by one of my therapists once upon a time. Her name was Georgianne. She was the sweetest woman I had ever met in my life. Georgianne. She was so sweet, so nice. Love her dearly. But I told her that I had started getting tattoos and piercings instead of other forms of self-harm. Because my brain is still craving that pain, but I can't relapse. I've been clean for too long. So she asked me if getting the piercings and the tattoos helps.
And we just said.
And I said, yes, it does. And she put it into perspective for me as to why. So, essentially, because my brain is craving that pain, right? I am now able to go get that pain in a place that is safe, that is sterile, and most importantly, is allowing me to express myself outwardly to the world. She said as long as me getting these things is also an extension of me expressing myself, then it is not self-harm and is actually a very healthy coping mechanism.
See, I wouldn't, even like knowing that, like I wouldn't immediately think it's self-harm.
Some people do. Some people think it is.
No,
and
I would.
Like it's a replacement for it, but it's actually a really like because I had people try to tell me that was just a different form of self-harm. I was like, okay, but it's not actually hurting anybody. Like it hurts temporarily. Like that's when I get that pain feel that I'm craving, and then I feel better afterwards. And then look how I look fucking cool.
I definitely like would instantly think and like go with the side of your therapist too. It's like I would think of it as just like a coping mechanism. It's like, okay, instead of doing something that I know is actually wrong and bad for me to do, I'll go do something that I like. That's fun. That's cute.
I just say as long as it doesn't get out of control, like as long as like I'm not spending all of my life savings getting every part of my body and pierced and tattooed.
You can know, and it's very easy to see, is like, okay, are you doing it to actually like be a good coping mechanism, or are you taking advantage of it? Are you going and getting fucking full blackout tattoos and you're blacking out your whole arm? Like, no. Like you shouldn't be doing that. Like
I went and got my tongue stabbed, and then the day after my birthday, I'm going in and getting my tattoo finished.
But the tattoo thing you've had, you told me that a while ago. The tattoo thing has been
planned for a while. I planned it on the 25th. Piercing my tongue, I've sat on the fence for about 6 years.
But that's also...
And then I had a mental breakdown and decided, why the hell not? And now I look cool. And it's oddly gender affirming in a way that I can't quite explain.
I have never gotten, like, the 2 times I've gotten my nose pierced, it was completely random. And it was just, like, me sitting here, and then one of my friends being like, should we go get our nose pierced? And it's like, okay. And then you just go and do it.
My lip. I did that for my lip. My lip was an impulsive pierce.
I've never planned a piercing. It's just been like, I got an extra $50 and I got 20 minutes. Let's go.
Some of mine are like that. Some of mine I'm like, damn, I just kind of want a piercing. But a lot of my piercings I get during times of struggle or need. That's why I go and see my piercer. He's super awesome. He's like, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I was like, well, Anthony, if I am here at your shop, I'm clearly not doing well. But, so I went and got my tongue pierced as a little birthday gift to myself and to give me that pain that I was craving. And it's okay. If you are clean of self-harm and you still crave that physical pain, it's okay. That's a thing that happens with mental illness. As long as you find a healthy coping mechanism to like not do it, it's good. Even if it's like snapping a rubber band, just don't get too crazy with it. But
as she said, Pixies, I feel like we already got a wrapping point for the first time. We kind of both have gone over like. We kind of talked about like, do you have any other signs that you feel like because I feel like we talked about your signs, right?
I mean, not all of them. What are some of the signs that you?
Okay, here we're gonna hit one more thing before we go.
Patterns that you notice before you go into a full mental breakdown.
My patterns. This is actually a good thing. You should really start trying to catch these things for yourself, because the quicker you can realize like, oh my God, I'm starting to do these habits, it's easier to fix them. Mine is right now, and that's why I'm going to do it. Honestly, I'll probably do it tomorrow, but it's just not my cleaning day. Yeah. Big thing. Yeah. Set a schedule. And I have it. So like Tuesday is my cleaning day. Tuesday or Thursday. I usually try to break it up some way into 2 days. So like Tuesday, I maybe will do laundry and then like the bathroom. And then Thursday, I'll like kind of like vacuum and like pick up or make it show I'm just at least keeping everything clean. The minute I stop cleaning, the minute I stop doing laundry, the minute the bathroom starts getting dirty, like I stop picking shit up. I like noticing it's starting bad if I start losing my morning routine, like where like now I'm like I get up, I walk the dog, I go for my morning walk or like run, and then like I get ready, and then I'm like, okay, I'm either gonna pick up, clean, go get food, go do this, do that, or like relax. A lot of times I'll just like wake up and then I'll lay in bed and I'm on TikTok all day. If I start noticing I'm spending hours and hours on TikTok, like I'm not stuck in like a little loop, like sure, but like I know I'm like letting myself
balls deep in there.
Yeah, like endless scrolling on TikTok. Yeah. I think the rest of them too. Like there's no other like physical ones. I just know like in my head, it's just like I have no motivation. Right. I'm so tired. I have no desire to get ready. I'll have friends that'll ask me to hang out, and I'm finding every reason to not hang out with them. Yeah. Like, why don't I want to go out to dinner with them? I'm doing nothing, but it's like, no, it takes a lot. Like I'm so drained to like go do something with somebody. That's how I'm like, okay, something, I got to do something. I got to fix something.
Some of my signs are, other people kind of notice them more than I do. Like, other people will notice me slipping before I do. But there are a couple of telltale signs that I'm clearly not well. So if you see me doing any of these, it's probably a good indication that something's up. And maybe don't ask me if I'm okay, because it's a loaded question at the time.
Shows I'm standing on 27th, like shaking tits.
A new impromptu piercing. That's usually a good indication that something's a little wonky. If I watch the entirety of Bo Burnham's specials in chronological order, back to back in one day, that's a problem. If I put on the movie Girl Interrupted, you gotta run, bitch, because we are not well. Because for so long, I was like, why do I relate to Susanna so much? I don't have borderline personality. Anyways.
We've been told.
Anyways. And then, yeah, my room, like, I've always struggled to take care of my room, but it's bad when everything is piling up and the dishes are stacked high and molding, and there's food trash. The amount of McDonald's bags that wind up in my room during those times is insane.
I think I heard it somewhere. I don't really quite remember exactly where it was, but it really did help me a lot, especially with cleaning. Was one, it doesn't take that long. Give yourself 5 minutes. Like, and a big thing too is, like, if you just pick it up, put it away. Most of the time it's not as dirty. But also, like, somebody had said too, is like, when you get down on yourself, like, you're really mad at yourself, but, like, never forget, like, you don't deserve to live like that.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta tell yourself that, like, I don't deserve to live like this. Like, I deserve to live in a place that's nice and clean. I deserve it. Like, I don't deserve it.
It's funny.
And you gotta do it for yourself.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, because my husband's best friend came to visit. And she walked in my room, she saw the state of what it was, and she literally went, "Oh, honey, this is the room of somebody that doesn't love and appreciate themselves enough. Let's fix that." And then she helped me clean my room, and then I hit rock bottom, but I've been upkeeping it. And some of the things...
It was a good start.
And there are little things that you can do to help upkeep and even get started. I didn't know where to start. Until it was shared with me, when you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready to do your morning routine before you get out of bed, throw on some music. Set the vibes for the day. Throw on music that makes you feel good, that makes you want to dance around. And play that while you're doing your morning routine and getting ready. And then just try your best. I know it's hard, and not every day is going to be perfect, and that's okay. Ooh. Not every day is going to be a great day, but every day can still be a fine day. I
think, yeah, you're right. Additional to that is, like, you can do really good for a day, too. You could do good for a month and then have, like, a whole week of just being bad. And that's okay.
As long as you pick it back up and get to it again.
And that's the thing. As long as you just don't lose the drive of, like, I still have to just do better for myself. Like, you just want to make sure you want to do it for yourself. Because that's what also... Yeah. People get so caught up in everything else around them. They get blinded and distracted, so they don't have to work on themselves. A big thing to remember, if you are to sit alone by yourself in a room, no one else, can you say to yourself, I am happy with the person that I am? Am I happy sitting here with myself?
My husband also said, he said this to me, and he made a very valid point, and it was something that I had not noticed until he pointed it out. At first, I was a little offended, but I can't be too mad because the man is right. He said, and this is a quote from Our Flag Means Death, he said, "Do you not stop talking because you're afraid to sit with your own thoughts?" First of all, lower your fucking voice. You are too damn loud. Second of all, who's asking?
No, but for real.
But so there are other things that I have found are helpful for me. Because if I don't have a reminder of it daily, I'm not going to do it.
We are all going through, like, different parts and, like, working through different things, like, at different perspectives. But I feel like that was one thing that I had, like, sat down and learned when I was 19, because I think that was when I was living downtown by myself in a little studio. And I had to really get fucking okay with being by myself, because I was by myself a lot.
Yeah.
And it was because when you're younger, you have so many friends, you have so much other stuff that you're so filled and you're so distracted. It's just like, oh, okay, like you just don't think about it. Like for the longest time, as when I was younger, I never knew I was depressed or even was like dealing with mental health issues, because I had known friends that actually were like, that were depressed, but they were self-harming.
Yeah.
And so then I would see that and go, well, I'm not self-harming, so I'm not depressed. Like I am obviously not that sad. So like my shit's not that big. Like my shit don't stink. It's fine.
That's
but
how
it's like, no.
That's
like,
how I got around a BPD diagnosis for so long, as I was minimizing my symptoms, because it would say, oh, you self-harm. And I'd be like, I don't cut myself.
Yeah, no. So I'm
no,
fine. I'm
but
not
all
depressed.
the overspending that I'm doing, all the overeating that I'm doing, it's the same thing.
Yes.
So a couple of ways that you can start getting ahead of it, so that way you.
Just so I finish that real fast.
Oh yeah.
No, you're good. But so when I got downtown and I was living by myself, that's when I was like really forced by myself, and then that's when I was like, oh shit, well now I'm depressed. Now I'm by myself. And that's when I was like, I have to figure out a way to like sit here and be happy like with myself, because at the end of the day, like everybody can go away like at anything. And I've had friends that are like, we're so close that are left, that now it is really nice where it's like, it's now, 19 to 24. I'm about to turn 25. So like years. But now I'm finally where it's like, I'll go have lunch by myself. I'll go run and do my errands by myself. All happy. Like I like having the allotted time of my alone time. Taken years, but like now my alone time is so important to me.
I know.
To help with my mental health.
Yeah. And now that I've gotten into routines, I'm finding that it's easier to be by myself, because I'm able to now that I've been taking care of me, it's been helping my brain, and I can now just chill. I can relax. I can watch my shows uninterrupted, and like it's fine. But I feel like it's important to know where to start to get there, because we are just getting there. The biggest one is be honest with your mental health providers. Don't try to minimize your symptoms. I know it's scary sometimes to be that honest, because you don't want to be so honest that you wind up in an unintentional grumpy socks vacation. But definitely be honest about things that you do experience, things that you say, things that you've noticed. If you start noticing patterns, if people around you start noticing patterns, start writing them down. Start taking care of them so you can give that to your mental health professional, so they can give you a proper diagnosis so you know where to start. Because I didn't have a proper diagnosis for so long, because I was minimizing things. But now that I do, I now know what tools I need, and I can start working towards getting them.
Yeah, and you were right too when you just said earlier too. It was like,
not every day is going to be perfect, but every day can be fine.
Right. And just starting, like there's so many places to start. You just gotta start going someplace. And I felt too, it was like I worked on getting me comfortable with like my surroundings, and then also working on my surrounding space, so that like I felt like I had a comfort spot to go back to or revert to, just in case. Keeping your
nest clean. It's okay to nest, but keep it tidy. It can be organized chaos. Like my room isn't perfect, but it would be what I consider clean. You know, just because of my eclectic lifestyle and all of the shit that I own.
Yeah.
But some of the things that I've found to be helpful to trick my monkey brain to making me feel better is, first of all, I have a whiteboard where I have everything written down. I have my repeating weekly schedule. I have extra work days written down on there, extra other fun stuff written down on there. I have my daily to-dos, my weekly to-dos, my monthly to-dos, and then my whenever you get around to it do's. Yeah. And those are the ones that I'm aiming to do at least, hopefully, once a month, if not more. But sometimes I just don't have the energy to color.
Yeah.
But I should color. So I bought the stuff to color. So it's just taking the little things, figuring out a schedule and a routine, morning routine, very important in kickstarting.
When you wake up.
When you wake up, I check my phone to see if I'm missing any important messages, which you're not supposed to do.
No.
But sometimes I have to look to check to see if my plans are changing, or I have to check my work schedule before I go in so I know what to expect. So I'll wake up more by checking my notifications because I hate having notifications. And I'll throw on my tunes. I'll do my little morning routine. I'll brush my teeth. I'll pick an outfit. I'll do my makeup if I feel like it.
What's your go-to morning song?
As of late, I've been throwing on my Spotify all about 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, something
that's kind
about
of a vibe.
the 90s genre feels, and just the 90s in general is gender for me in a way that I can't fully explain.
No, that's a vibe. Well, I think that's it. I mean, to round us out, PJ, tell us where you're going to be for your birthday.
My birthday.
Something's happening.
Yeah, so my birthday's on Black Friday, but I'm not celebrating on my actual birthday. I would be celebrating a few days after my birthday on November 29th.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Wednesday. So if you are in Phoenix in the Valley and you would like to come help me celebrate my birthday, this is a very special occasion. Because I used to have my own drag show very, very briefly until it got canned. It is back for one night and one night only, in a new format where I said, you know what, my mental health is already shit. Let's let my loved ones degrade me in a room full of people. I'm gonna love that. So it's going to be my own roast. I've been wanting to plan a roast for myself for my birthday for a couple of years now. And at first I didn't know if the timing was right, but just given everything that's happened, it feels like I have to. Because if I can't laugh at my own wrongdoings and shortcomings, I'm not going to get over them. So I need those around me who love me the most to point those out in a way that's funny, but that I can still understand so I can make note and change it.
Yes.
It felt necessary, and I'm excited. I told them to not hold back. I told them to rip me a new asshole.
That's actually, I feel like, would be a very good, constructive way to go into this new year.
Yes.
Like, look at, your birthday is fucking in a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
My birthday's still, like, months
My birthday's
away.
in 4 days.
Like, we're also 2 months away from a new year. Like, we have all these new beginnings here starting. Like, this is the start of a good year.
I hope
this is going to be a good year for us.
2023 was very up and down for me.
It was an up and down year. We had some highs, we had some lows.
Very low lows. But I feel like we're on the up and up now, and you gotta be careful there, dog.
Oh,
you gotta be careful there, dog. You gotta be careful there, dog.
We're on, like,
you wanna watch yourself. Oh, that. Can I see you over here for a second? That's my favorite bit that they do. Anyways.
Okay, well, if you want to come back to this fucking disaster of a podcast, we're going to be back every single Monday.
Every Monday. Hopefully around the same time.
We can just...
early to mid-afternoon. We don't have a set time that we do this because life.
It will become set as we go on. As we find a schedule, as we
find our footing, understand where we're going. Because these first few episodes might be a little rough, and we may still be finding the formatting. Like, the formatting of this first episode is not going to be like other ones going forward.
Oh, no, this is how every single show is going to be ever for the rest of the year. This was perfect.
Well, because we just had so much to talk about since coming back and letting them know that we are back and what we intend to do.
Well, honestly, we should have more things to talk about on a regular week.
We should have more things to talk about.
No, because
what are our plans for this podcast as a whole? We want to do our favorite TikToks of the week.
Yeah, I think it was jokingly serious. We want to talk about stuff that in life that we're going through, kind of hit major points or blockages that we're dealing with. I want to know about stuff that's happening in your week, issues you kind of ran into, what day-to-day troubles did you have that you had to overcome. Like, I just want like this to be the like
It's a
real life podcast.
It's like a video diary.
We are sitting here, people that go to work, and we're coming in here, and we're just trying to get by day to day, and we're having a little jokes. And I would just figure if I was somebody who was in my situation when I was 18, moving out, no money, no experience, on their first time, and they were to find this and stumble upon it, we would be able to give them tools to not take things too seriously, have a good time, joke around,
but take it just seriously enough to be happy, and
to then maybe help them overcome one or two things here and there, and we could just have a good time along the way.
And we want to be silly with it. We want to do
silly little gooses.
Do fun TikToks that we find. We want to maybe pull some things from Reddit. Some Am I the Assholes? We'll be shaping and molding as we go, but the main focus is mental health and how to trick our monkey brains into
filling in the juices. Better. I like to do, and like life has all kinds of questions. Like this is one we've already answered in a previous. I personally have in a different episode back then, but who's got better curly fries, Arby's or Jack in the Box? The answer's already been answered. It's Arby's.
Yeah. I was about to say, it's Arby's.
It's Arby's.
We don't go to Arby's often because Arby's hurts my tummy. But when we have Arby's, I'm fucking up a beef and cheddar. I'm fucking up a large curly fry, and I'm fucking up a Jamocha shake, and you can't stop me.
Yeah, but like those are stupid things. Like, because we're gonna come up with dumb questions that like, silly. Can we do a fun little experiment on the show?
Sure. Why not?
But I can't wait to see, because I actually am genuinely excited about this.
Me too.
Our big thing is, for both of us, because we both didn't do it, is we have to work on the show during the week.
We do. That was
the one thing. We have to get on. We have to find things to talk about. We have to write down things we want to talk about. We gotta make sure that we're putting in the equal parts.
And that's the thing that we struggled with before. But before, we weren't taking care of ourselves the way we needed to be. We thought we were. We were tricking ourselves into thinking we were, but we were not. And now that we are actually in a place where things are slowly on the up and up, I think we can manage that one.
I think too. I'm also more excited to talk about things on the side versus like, I like the sexual education. I like the idea of educating and like bringing. I feel like with that one, you were more the educator and I was more the jokester.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really have any education things to bring, and you weren't bringing any education things, so we were just kind of like there. It would be the day before or like an hour before the podcast we would start. And we're sitting on the bed. And
I'd be like, what are we talking about today?
Throwing up. And then we would sit there and then not really know what we're talking about. Whereas we're taking stuff that we are going through with our life. We're taking our personal opinion.
Things we're familiar with.
We, can speak about. And that's where it's even too, it's like, these ones are more fun because if you could see our doc, it's more bullet points.
It's bullet points and it's silly things to just keep us on track while still going off the rails.
Right. Because
let's be honest.
I want it to be like, we show a couple funny videos here and there, and that's really fun. But like our Reddit stuff, that's us reading something and us talking and giving our opinion. I want it to be, I feel like we were going more... I wasn't, but like even with all the other shows, it was gearing towards more, let me show other people's content, let me show other articles, let me show other stuff. And I'm not really putting in work where it's like, we are funny. We are funny our own in ourselves. We are entertaining. I have things I want to say. I have opinions that I want to spew that I shouldn't, but...
I'm hilarious and he's funny looking, so...
There's nothing more that you need. So we'll see what happens, you know.
We'll see. We're in it, and we're strapped in together.
But thank you so much for tuning in. We had a really good time. I had a great time. This was fun.
I had fun. I needed this.
Next week, come catch us on Jokingly Serious,
the show where we get serious and stay silly.
I'm Cody Shantz.
I'm PJ.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. How do I stop this thing?